Good afternoon, and welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Francis. This video is for entertainment purpose only, and it is based on my own opinion. It has been said that 90% of people today are unhappy with their job. Why is that? What is happening with large corporations? What are they doing that people are feeling exhausted? People are being treated as if they were machines, not human. Have you noticed when you go to some large business, whether you go shopping or whatever other reason, that service is very poor, but prices are higher? Why is that? See, they're minimizing the hours and using one person to do the job of 4 or even 5 people. They are using human beings as operating machines instead of human. And of course, paying less. Because the reasoning is, if you're going to do the job of 5 people, shouldn't you get paid more? You see, when you get hired for a company, they have all these protocol questions. How many hours do you want to work? What days would you like to have off? What are your expectations with the wages? But why do they ask these questions? When in essence, they do not provide it for you. It is just a protocol within the company. Maybe perhaps even requirement, according to the laws of federal government or employee laws. The word equal opportunity employees do not exist. Why is that? It doesn't exist because in corporations and in business, favoritism plays a very, very big role. Imagine, for example, we know of a big automobile owner who has children with one of his employees, not to mention name, of course. Shouldn't be illegal for someone to have a romantic relationship with an employee. It should be, and it is not legal. Because in some big corporations, if you are a couple, you're not allowed to work together in the same company. Therefore, to do something as such is a violation of the laws, of the employment laws. And someone who gets involved should not stay in the business as an employee. The reason why some people have so much power in a business without social skills and without the proper training is because there is a support behind their attitude. When you have the audacity in a business to treat employees with lack of respect, with lack of social skills, and demean them in public in front of customers, you do not have what it takes to be in the business. So many managers are micromanager. They're just doing a job because they have a position or perhaps even because they have a degree, but they lack the proper training for the position they're holding. And that is a shame because what happens? People or employees are exhausted, some quit, and most of the ones that are valuable are not appreciated. Look at this, for example. If you work for a company and you're always there, you're available, you're reliable, shouldn't they have a little bit of appreciation with you and accommodate you with some of the necessities, such as a schedule proper for everyone to have the same amount of freedom? For example, to have a weekend or every other weekend off? Why not? Why not? It's called equal employment opportunity, meaning that I should have the same opportunity another employee has and not favor them over me because perhaps I've been there longer than that employee. But that doesn't exist. You see, it's called favoritism, which by the law is illegal. You do not play favoritism with employee. It should be equally for everyone to have the same benefits, the same opportunity. Everything should be equal because it is commanded by the law. But most corporations violate the law and nothing is done about it. It's either you as an employee have to leave or put up with a mental and verbal harassment that goes on from management to team leaders to whoever is in position over you to make sure that you do their job. And I have observed some people do nothing but tell their employees or the people they supervise to do everything for them. And at the end of the day, you see them do nothing. They walk around, they observe, they talk on the radio. That's a magnificent job. I would love to have that position. It will be less stressful for me, and I believe that I'm qualified. See, the thing is that today people want to suppress your freedom of speech. And it goes not only as much as social media, but as much as employment. For example, if you're not with the woke movement, you are against them. And they will try to make your life impossible. If you stand for yourself as a human being, when you know you're being disrespected, and not being honored for your efforts to work and put your time in a job, then you are not properly expressing yourself, or you should be more passive. In other words, do not defend yourself because we don't like it. We don't want you to stand for your rights as a human being because you're below us. There is no other reason. See, they're trying to let you know you are below them, and therefore you should not express yourself, whether it is with a manager, team leader, or CEO. Oh, let's bring it to the point of CEO. See, like the one I mentioned before, who was the owner of a company who had an engagement with an employee and they have babies. There are many CEOs who favor some team leaders or some managers and therefore give them superior power to act against their employee whenever they feel like it, because they will never be fired. Why? They have the support of an upper position individual, and they abuse their power, they abuse their employee, and they are not fair. Equal opportunity employee does not exist. Get that to your mind. It doesn't exist in any business unless you work for a small company like a mom and pop where everybody has like a mutual understanding of what's going on, and it's not a big corporation who uses their employee to have more production with lower pay. You see, in California, unlike any other state, Florida, let's say Utah, Oklahoma, or any other, Texas, people get paid more. According to them, living standards in California are higher than Utah, Florida, or Oklahoma. That is not true. I can attest to that. I moved from California to Utah because the living standards were pretty high. Guess what? It is 2024 and things are not different in Utah. Apartment costs the same, gasoline costs the same, food is just as high. So what gives? What has changed? How is it working for you? My friends, think very thoroughly when you go to vote, because you will have to put up with worse situations than we're going through today, to pay $6.99 for a pack of egg or $5 or $6 for milk and $15 or $20 for one slice of meat. Life is not going to get any better if you don't make the right choices. And we are going to continue to get abused until we stand for ourselves and say, enough is enough. Thank you for listening, and this is for pure entertainment only. This is Francis Mahan. You have a wonderful week. Love and light.